Welcome to the free audiobook version of The Everyday Pain Guide, your go-to guide when pain first strikes. Hi, I'm Dr. Ya-Ling Liu, and the podcast is taking a little detour to make my new book available in an audio-friendly version for everyone out there. Each episode will feature a bite-sized snippet from the book, and together we'll work our way through as much of it as is possible in this format. What's exciting about this is that I'm reading parts of the book to you before it's even available on the shelves. Plus, unlike with a traditional audiobook, you can engage with the content and chat with me about what you hear. You get to ask questions and tell me what you think as each episode rolls out. So sit back and relax as I bring you today's installment of the second book in the Everyday Pain Guide series, Fix the Fire Damage. In the last episode, you heard about a few simple action steps as part of the Retrain phase in your body chemistry action plan that you can take to support 4 of the garbage influencers along the food and liquids journey through your body. Today, in the second of 4 episodes dedicated to this Retrain phase, we look at 3 more garbage influencers. This time, it's the ones that determine what happens to the contents in the air we breathe, as well as the substances absorbed through the skin. As with all of these episodes, the information, techniques, and suggestions discussed here are not intended as a substitute for your own medical care. Always consult a healthcare provider before implementing any advice referenced here. How to retrain your garbage influencers continued. Remember to refer back to the episodes about the body chemistry repair guide for a reminder of the role that each of these influencers play in processing your garbage. What follows here are simple action steps. It might help also to reiterate that garbage influencers are structures and biological features inside of you that exert an influence on the substances entering your body machine, whether that's through your mouth, nose, or skin. These garbage influencers impact all your incoming garbage, and depending on how well they are functioning, they can either increase or decrease your biological burden of cellular waste, and therefore the potential for inflammation and pain. So here are the next 4 influencers and the little things you can do or not do to assist them. Mucous membranes. Your main strategy here should be to minimize or avoid chronic inflammation anywhere in the body where you have these special cells that produce mucus. Initially introduced as part of the air garbage journey, this protective layering can be found in many other different hollow structures and cavities of the body, including mouth, nose, eyelids, stomach and intestines, as well as the ureters, urethra, and urinary bladder. Mucus-producing cells need you to tend to your daily intake of water, so make sure to hydrate. There is some thought that collagen is also a major component of healthy mucous membranes. To support collagen production, you can increase your intake of foods like fish, poultry, meat, eggs, dairy, legumes, and soy. Bone broth is known for its collagen-boosting properties, but it may be that its anti-inflammatory effect is more accurately to credit for any perceived benefits to the mucous membranes. Additionally, foods that contain zinc and vitamin C will also help support the body's collagen production. Hair cells, also known as cilia, spelled C-I-L-I-A. Major obstacles to well-functioning cilia include smoking and environmental pollutants like formaldehyde found indoors and smog produced by industrial waste outdoors. Limiting your exposure to all of the above can give cilia a chance to repair and improve. It can take at least a month of smoking cessation before cilia recover, but it is possible and worth the effort. These microscopic structures that are needed in order to move mucus out of the lungs can be supported by the physical movement of full inhalation and exhalation. Do what you can to breathe mindfully and deeply, if only during short breaks from your day-to-day tasks. Lung immune cells and skin immune cells. Every organ and tissue in the body has its own immune cells specific to the demands of that structure, called tissue-resident memory T cells. These T cells fuel immune functions that maintain organ and tissue health all over the body. Together with cells called macrophages, these two types of tissue-resident memory T cells, lung and skin, mount a defense against invaders making contact through air, soaps, or lotions. When we talk about supporting our immune cells, we can safely group them together because even though their skill set becomes specific to the area they hang out in, they all originate in similar ways. Some of our immune cell function is thanks to our genetics determined before birth, and some of it is thanks to the bacteria in our gut. The part we can control here is our gut bacteria. Be aware of and try to address the things that can suppress immune function, like certain medications, lack of sleep, stress, low vitamin D, smoking, alcohol consumption, and other things that upset the balance of your gut bacteria, which is essential to the production of immune cells. Eat foods that contain the following top immune-supporting nutrients: vitamin D, which you can find in mushrooms, eggs, and salmon; zinc and selenium. Examples of selenium-containing foods are seafood, nuts, and seeds. Examples of foods with vitamin C include kiwi, strawberry, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts. Iron-containing foods like red meats, cooked rare or medium rare, organ meat, and legumes. And protein specifically for the L-glutamine amino acid, which can be found in chicken, steak, fish, red cabbage, and leafy greens. Also, be sure to feed your gut some bacteria-balancing foods like probiotics, fiber, and other prebiotics. Some prebiotic foods are garlic, artichokes, flax seeds, and leafy greens. If unable to eat sufficient immune support, then supplementing becomes a good idea. Epidermis. By going through the first body chemistry action phase, you will have already enhanced the functioning of this garbage influencer by avoiding any topical soaps and lotions that are known to challenge and trigger chemical sensitivities. Now you can further enhance the protective function of this top layer of skin by avoiding extremely hot water when washing, using only gentle soaps with few ingredients and without perfumes or fragrances. Also, do your best to keep from scratching or picking at areas of irritation. Hydrate the whole body, including the epidermis, by drinking water and applying non-toxic hydrating lotion to the skin. Eat antioxidant-rich foods like fruits, vegetables, beans, and fish that are high in omega-3 fatty acids. Some studies show that supplementing hydrolyzed collagen can improve skin hydration too. Caring for your epidermis by extension provides care for your sweat glands and oil glands, two more structures that you'll see in the diagram detailing soaps and lotions journey influencers. Liver. For a detailed breakdown of how to support your liver function, please join me in the next episode. That completes the second of 4 episodes detailing the retrain phase of action in the Body Chemistry Action Plan from Volume 2 of the Everyday Pain Guide series, Fix the Fire Damage. Hydration comes up often as a simple but powerful way to support your cellular health and elimination of waste. What does hydration mean to you? Is it about drinking plain water? Is it drinking juice or tea? Or do you use electrolyte powders and mixes? Please come help others in the Better Pain Coping community by sharing your experience over on Substack, where you can chat about this or any other episode. Check the links in today's show notes to see how you can join that conversation for free. In the next episode, as promised, it's time to make friends with your liver and find out what you can do to make its life a whole lot easier and less toxic. See you then. This episode was an excerpt from The Everyday Pain Guide, your go-to guide when pain first strikes. Written and narrated by me, Dr. Ya-Ling Liu, with audio editing and production provided by Organized Sound Productions. Do you have questions or comments about today's episode? You can shoot me an email anytime at hello@stopeverydaypain.com. That's HELLO@stopeverydaypain.com. If you have friends or family members who you know are struggling with persistent, recurring aches and pains, tell them to check out the podcast while they're waiting for the book. To help me get this information to as many people who need it as possible, please consider leaving an honest review, but I'd also be super grateful for a simple like, follow, or share. Thank you for helping me put a stop to everyday pain.